Welcomed with all the pomp and fanfare usually reserved for a conquering world leader, the newly elected president of the so-called Donetsk People's Republic meets his people. Recognised by virtually no one outside the small and isolated pro-Russian enclave, he came to power in a vote condemned by the West and damned by the authorities in Kiev. But that hasn't dampened the enthusiasm or the pride of these people. This was as much a festival of Russianness as a swearing-in ceremony, complete with sabre-wielding Cossacks, traditional singing, and even a dancing bear to really force home the message. But despite this clear provocation, the former mining electrician who now leads his own mini-state says he's willing to talk.
We have our own opinions, which are very different from theirs. I'm prepared to meet anyone. The question is whether Poroshenko is ready to meet me.
That's an offer that's likely to fall on deaf ears. Chairing an emergency security meeting, Ukraine's president once again warned he was willing to take harsh new economic measures against the separatists. And he announced he was sending reinforcements to the east to stave off any new rebel attacks.
As
the Commander-in-Chief, I have given certain orders to the head of the General Staff and Defence Minister to form several new units, which will allow us to stop a possible offensive.
Russia has stood almost alone in its support of the rebels, suffering harsh international criticism for its endorsement of Sunday's vote. It's also accused by Kiev and its Western backers of continuing to meddle in this conflict, despite outwardly supporting a ceasefire in place since early September. Thousands of Russia's best troops remain stationed on Ukraine's eastern frontier, and NATO claims it has proof of direct military involvement by Moscow.
Russia continues to support the separatists by providing equipment, supporting them also by having special forces, Russian special forces inside the eastern parts of Ukraine.
Behind the celebrations, the people of Donetsk now face an uncertain future, with much of their infrastructure destroyed and wages and pensions left unpaid. All of which presents Kiev with a difficult choice: continue to supply basic services to its renegade eastern provinces, or cut them off for good and admit to the world that they are lost. Chris Wade, Sky News.